Hello lads, hope you're all well and welcome to episode 2 of our second season here with Leicester City on FIFA 15 and a few more transfer updates for you to get us straight off the mark. Did sign Nick Powell, of course, as you all know. We've also bought in Tiote and also Ashley Williams, but then since the last episode we've also bought in Jose Perez from Newcastle for 1.6 million and also target a left back from Southampton that sorry, did I say Perez from Southampton? I meant Perez from Newcastle, sorry, I don't know if I did say that, but then we got Targets, who's a left back that we got from Southampton. We were initially going to get him on loan, but ended up signing him on a permanent for 750k because 65, he's only 19, and you know, that's a good rating. 65, our current first team is 67, sorry, so it's not far off there and he'll be a good cover. So I think we're pretty much done now. The only other thing I'll want is an all-over centre-back, so someone that can play in a couple of different positions as backup that I'm probably going to try and look to bring in on loan. We'll have to just wait and see. But yeah, today's going to be a real test of our pedigree so far this season. We've had a decent start. We drew to Villa, unfortunately, in a game where we were quite unlucky in the last episode, and then absolutely hammered Cardiff. But today we've got Liverpool at home, and then the second fixture is against there's transfer deadline day in between. Then we've got Stoke in the cup, which is a pretty tough first round draw, if I might say so myself. But I would also like to say I apologise about the audio again in the last video. For some reason I've tried tinkering with it and it's just I can't get it right all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on, but I hopefully think I've fixed it for this episode. We'll have to wait and see when it comes out, but apologies and thank you for bearing with me. You can also see I've inquired about Scott Sinclair and Robbie Brady on a permanent, but we'll have to see if that leads to anything. Like I say, we've got the transfer deadline in this episode, so we'll find out soon enough. But we're going to jump into the game against Liverpool now, hopefully pick up a point or three. You never know, Liverpool have had a good start. Look, played 2-1-2, so we'll have to see what the game brings. Let's do it, lads. Sterling back to Aspas. Let's not concede early. Not early. Oh, we've conceded early. Liverpool playing a real second team here, and after just 6 minutes I've been undone at the top of the pitch there in that wing with Sterling linking up with Aspas, and it's been nodded home, not sure by who. Adam Lallana, I think it is, and what a header this is, by the way. Kasper Schmeichel does not stand a chance even though it's near post, but 1-0 down early on, and this is not the greatest of starts. What a header.
And the score is 1-0.
Come on, Video, straight from the kickoff. What can you bring us? That's well played. Video, come on, please. He has as well. Straight from kickoff. 1-1. Alvaro Video, what a start to the season he's having. And it's the kickoff OP. Video, you absolute tank. Straight back in the game. What more can you ask for, lads? Get in there. Video's gone here, look. Gonna take it early. Oh! That didn't look far off, lads. Jesus, are we going to get a replay? Though I want to see a replay. How far off was this? Look, cuts across it. My God, that's not far off. Video's a tank, I tell you.
Jose Enrique.
Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. Uh-oh. This could be trouble. Origi's in space. Oh, it's 2-1. It's not Origi, I don't think. I think it's Henderson, yeah. Absolutely poor from Kasper Schmeichel to be beaten at his near post there, but it was a nice move from Liverpool. It has to be said. I couldn't get near them at all there, and finds him in space. Look at from that angle as well, Schmeichel. There's only one place he can put that, and that's at the near post, and you've let him bloody beat you. Awful, awful, awful. 2-1, bloody down. Come on.
Against Aston Villa.
Morris has gone again. Morris is there this time. Go across the keeper. Yes, 2-2. Brad Jones. Awful from the keeper, just like it was for their goal with Schmeichel, really. Both times the keeper's got touches on it. I'm pretty sure Brad Jones got a touch to that. You can see Jose Enrique, he's not happy, and I've said just we've been playing those chip balls between the three attacking players, and eventually one was going to come off. It does. We found Mahrez, and look at this, Brad Jones. Wow. I would say put Mignolet back in goal, but Jesus, I think he's just as bad at the moment in real life, that is, but Christ. 2-2, back in the game. Get in there, lads, before half-time as well. Well played, and that's half time as well, and what a good half that's been from us, lads. We've gone behind twice and come back strong both times to 2-2 at half time, and Liverpool are playing a bit of a second string team, and I'm hoping we can punish them for that. Got some good players in there like Sterling, but then people like Aspas, Brad Jones in goal, that's obviously screwed up for their goal like we did with Kasper Schmeichel for us. It says we've only had one shot, which is ridiculous because we've clearly had more than one shot, but never mind. Also just remembered that the last time we played Liverpool in the league, or one of the times we played them last season in the league, was an absolute thriller, wasn't it? Like 5-4, 6-5, something daft like that. So we haven't actually got a bad record against Liverpool in the league, so hopefully we can keep that up, lads. Second half still to go, but it's been promising. We've been good. Like this. Come on, get that out, get that out. Jesus. Aspas has been threatening, I tell you. Well played. Lots of time to pick out a good cross. We've picked up... Oh, penalty! How is that not a penalty? Ref! Late back. And again. Gonna hit this. Oh, no. Check Tiote. Free kick. Oh, it's all us at the minute, I tell you. Come on. Come on. Look at video. I think it's video. It's video. Please. Oh my god, I've got the man over as well. I've got the man over. I've got the man over. Yes! 3-2. We're getting sweaty, but it doesn't matter. 84th minute. I think it's Jose Perez that taps it in. Not that he could have missed that one, of course, so it doesn't really matter who it was, but we are 3-2 up against Liverpool, and we've deserved this. Second half, we've been the better team. They've got a bit more attacking, and they left a gap at the back, and we have taken advantage of it. 3-2 up, lads. Fantastic stuff. Jordan Ibe. And that's it, lads. Full time. 3-2 win against Liverpool. Fantastic result, and it's one that was well deserved on the balance of the play. Brad Jones had a bit of a screw up, as did Kasper Schmeichel for one of the goals each end, but we deserved that win. We really, really did, and that's what the difference could be this season, actually getting the win. Last season we got a lot of draws and defeats in games where we deserved to win, similar like we did in the Villa game last match, but we've drawn out the win here. We had 5 shots, 4 on target, so they're 5 and 3 on target. Less possession, but our chances were far, far more convincing, and Video again played an absolute blinder, but fantastic win at home against Liverpool. Let's now jump into the next game. Stoke in the cup, but of course we have got the transfer window in between, so we'll have a quick look at that as well and see if we can bring anybody in. Speak to you in a second, lads. So lads, transfer deadline day has been and gone, and it wasn't without a little bit of action, I have to say. First and foremost, Alvaro Video's gone up to 73, and every man and his dog is after him right now. I was offered actually 7.5 million for him by Burnley, which is crazy, being as though we bought him in for 1.7 just over a season ago. It's what good form does for you, I suppose. But we've signed Robbie Brady from Hull City, who's a 23-year-old left mid that can also play up front. Well, he used to play up front, so if it comes to it, I will be playing him up front, and he can also play left back, so that's a nice bit of cover. We've got Matthias Bossart, so I'd actually signed just before that, to be honest, and I've not managed to, didn't manage to show because I forgot that I'd signed him, but he's just a bit of cover there, centre back and right back. We also signed on loan a player called Aboagay, something like that. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It was recommended to me that you can get him on loan by G's a Legend, so I bought him in because his wages are really cheap, and you can see he's at 71 overall, which isn't too bad at all for a 20-year-old. He's got a lot of potential, but all these people mainly are going to be rotation players. Even Brady, despite the fact he's a 74 and Morris is a 70, I don't think he'll go in there straight away, although a lot of them will be playing in the next game because Stoke is of course in the cup, so I'm going to change the team around for that one, then we'll jump into the game, lads. So you can see there, lads, because of the new squad depth that we've added, we are able to do a completely switched 11, and it still doesn't look too bad at all. Hamer in goal, then we've got Target, the new signing, making his debut, as is Bossart's online, and we've got Bozalowski and Upson. I apologise, Bossart should be there and Upson should be there, that's my bad. We've got Kane starting in the middle alongside King and Abajai, whoever you pronounce his name, I'm not entirely sure. We'll just call him Abo for now. Abo starting to make his debut as well. Then we've got Robbie Brady making his debut on the left. We've got Perez starting on top, who of course scored in last game, and Jordan Ibe there. So we've still got a pretty strong front three, and then Kane and King of two players that have played quite a lot of first team football for us as well. So fingers crossed it shouldn't be a bad starting 11 at all. Playing at Stoke is always going to be tough anyway, and we're going to jump into that game right now, lads. Let's do this.
Position. Matthew Upson.
Some good defending by Matthew Upson. He's unlucky not to come out with the ball yet. He's got so many little touches in there. Oh god, this is a bit fortunate. Oh, it's 1-0 to them as well. That was really decent defending on our half. I actually felt they got a bit lucky there, Stoke. It was bouncing back to them and bouncing back to them, and we're struggling in this one, I'm not going to lie. Stoke have been, it's been an edgy game, but Stoke have been the better team out of the two, and I think we're struggling because Upson and Wasilewski in the middle of defence are just so slow that it's being punished for it basically, and they have got the goal eventually, but it's come through a bit of slice of a look, to be honest, because you can see I've got the ball so many times and it just bounced back to an air, and it's just won the header, and there's not a lot that Hamer's going to do about that one. So 1-0 down. It's only the cup, so I'm not too fussed, but still, I'd like to keep up this good momentum we've got going, but yeah, 1-0 Stoke. Oh, he's done a great give and go there. Completely stitched me up. If we concede now, this could be game over, and it's not even half time yet. Well, he went for the half time, went for the near post. Hopefully Hamer would not have been beaten from that, but we all saw it happen to Schmeichel in the last game. It does mean it's half time now. Like I said, Stoke have been the better of the two teams, and it's been a pretty edgy affair. I mean, you can see, look there, we've had 2 shots, they've had more than one. I think they've probably had 2 or 3. I don't know why the stats are always so screwed up on this. But yeah, not been the best half, not been the worst half. Been unlucky to concede the way we did, but like I said, Stoke probably deserve the lead that they've got. Hopefully we can change that round in the second half. Not going to change the team around too much, like I said, it's a reserve team because I'm not mega fussed about the cup, but like I said, it'd be nice to do well. Let's do the second half, lads. Bit of room here for Ibe. Jordan, he's done well. Chance! Saved! Head! Oh, what a clearance. Ibe's still there. Gonna hit this. Oh, it's in. Deflected in. Get in there. 1-1. We were a bit unlucky not to score just, and I think it's Abo with the shot as we're naming him. And it's deflected right in front of the keeper, who doesn't stand a chance of reacting to that. And we are back into the game early in the second half. Get in there, lads. Austin back though. And Brady's got a good tackle in here. Look at the options. Look at the options. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's 2-1. Get in there, lads. Brady wins it in a great position. Played the pass, which is the important part. Once he played the pass, he always fancied Jose Perez to finish, and that's 2 goals in 2 games for the new signing now. Fantastic stuff. It was really poorly given away. Look at that. Just had to wait for the defender to commit, and it is a simple finish to put us 2-1 ahead. And we've taken control in this second half and just stepped up that gear, and it's showing, lads. That's extremely well in. Come on. It's well played. It's Jose Perez in for his second of the game. The defender's reeling him in, but it doesn't matter. Hammers it in, and that man has had a fantastic start to his Leicester City career. That's 3 in 2 now on the break, picked it out first time, and although the defender was reeling him in, the pressure didn't get to him, tucks it away, and we are going through to the next round of the cup, lads. Get in there. 3-1 up. And that's full time, lads. 3-1 win against a full strength Stoke team, or it looked it to me at least. And with our reserves, that is an absolutely superb result. Some really good player performances in there. Once again, you can see we ended up really dominant position in that game in the end. We had a fantastic second half. Jose Perez gets the 8.6. He had a fantastic game. Robbie Brady had a 50-50 debut. He started off a bit poorly, but then really grew into the game. And then Abo in the middle of the park, whose goal counted as an own goal because of the big deflection, obviously, but he had a decent game in the middle of the park as well. So really pleased with that. But we're going to look at the league table now before we end the episode, and of course that's not going to affect this game because this was in the cup, but we're just going to see where that's left us after the previous game, and then we'll end the episode, lads. So I'll speak to you in a second.
Bournemouth.
So there you are, lads. You can see after 3 games in this season, we are currently sitting top of the table on goal difference above Chelsea and Spurs. I don't expect that to last, but like I said, top 5 would be a huge achievement. And you look at the other teams in the top 5, we're going to have to keep one of them out of it, basically. Sorry, you look at the teams outside the top 5, teams like Man United, Arsenal. It's going to be a struggle to stay in there, but hopefully if we can keep up the way we've started the season, we stand every chance in the world of doing just that. But Jose Perez has been the impressive player in this episode. He really has hit the ground running for us now. He's played 2 games and scored 3 goals, 2 in that last cup game, of course, then the tap-in in the league game against Liverpool to win it. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the episode 2 of season 2. I will speak to you soon, lads. What a great start this has been. We're making a better run than that. That's more like it. Go back across goal. 1-0. Beautiful stuff, and what a great start to the season this could be. Fantastic work from Video.